Mark off your position using masking tape. I put a couple layers around of looks like 1/8 inch tape. Then I marked it with a pen. All the way around, as neat and as perfect as you can. Then I took the Dremel and I dremeled it right in between the two lines and started to clean it up with a knife. I sanded it on a piece of sandpaper, coarse. Now the roof needs to be chopped. I made a cut at the front so I could put a piece in and bring it to the right position. I shaped it after it was glued in. I cut off what I didn't need. Sanded it down perfect, or near perfect. That's rough stage still, but I'm test fitting. The roof has to be in two pieces because this A and B pillars change on you. It's a near perfect cut and sand. Things are looking good. Some putty will take care of the rest of that. Once you're happy with it, glue her down. Then you can start putting it and shaping the back window. That is a quick spot putty. That's after it's sanded. Now I made the frame longer to accommodate the engine I'm going to put in from the T-bucket Testors model, 1929 T-bucket. I used the rear end, the back tires, and the engine from it. So I had to make the frame longer to fit that nice engine in. I ended up wiring the engine. I painted it in a color changing paint over black. This is the first coat of Future Floorwax airbrushed on. This is it sanded. That's sanding it number 1. This is it painted with a second coat. This is sanding it again. This is progressively sanded to 12,000. Now it's back in for another coat of Future Floorwax, straight out, 1-to-1. Sprayed it on, it looks so good, I didn't think I was going to do another coat. There was no sanding in the final coat, it looked just perfect the way it was. Color changing paint really works better when you give it these sand coats in between and gloss. This I use Future Floorwax. That is the rear end being put into this hot rod. The engine now has enough room because I put 5/8 of an inch in there. Probably moved it ahead 4 scale inches. This is some side views of it as it's being put together. You can see the reflection in the door. I'm choosing the wheels and what I'll do with them. Looks like I painted them the yellow that accents the rest of the car. Put a yellow stripe on the side. The stripe was already there, just painted it. There it is in a different lighting. Now it looks green. The interior is yellow and brown seat, and the dashboard is done. I believe that is just hand painted, or it may be a decal. I'm not sure, I can't remember. I do a lot of test fitting back and forth. Now I'm wearing that engine. It was nice it had the bluing was done. Oh, my dog, he loves being with me. He's my hero. There it is. I believe that's done already. I'm just taking different angle shots of it. It looked pretty good with them Testor tires on the back and the engine. The chop wasn't perfect because you can see it in some photos, but it was my first attempt at chopping. This car ended up winning Best Hot Rod 1 or 2 times in a few local contests. The paint was absolutely wild. Loved it. The sanding was not a micromesh, but just like it, from 3,200 all the way up to 12,000. And then wipe it off with a tack rag and paint it again. And do that 2 or 3 times, and you're going to have that kind of finish. And that's a chopped 32 Deuce. Thanks.